Hello, my friend. Welcome to our channel, Moon Sleep Stories. My name is Mushroom, and it is an honor to be your guide tonight. This is a space for you to let go, to rest, to leave behind the weight of the day and return to the quiet wisdom within you. So take a slow breath and exhale gently. Let your shoulders soften. Let your thoughts float like clouds. Now, let's step through the door together into a story that will soothe your soul and lull you to sleep. A story woven with calm, with wonder, and with love, where the moon watches over you, the stars sing lullabies, and your dreams unfold like petals in the dark. You don't need to do anything. Just listen and let go. The journey begins now. Sweet dreams. The air is warm tonight, like a soft hand pressing a blanket over your shoulders. You're standing at the edge of something. The edge of sleep, yes, but also something wider, deeper. The sky above you isn't quite dark yet. It's caught in that golden pause between sunset and starlight, when the world lets out its last waking breath. A breeze brushes past your cheek. You let it take something with it. A worry, a headline, a reply you wish you'd worded better. No need to clutch it anymore. Your feet are bare, pressing into cool, dew-damp grass. Beneath it, the earth hums. Not audibly, of course. Not unless you're a mole with great headphones, but vibrationally. You feel it, the low frequency of the planet holding you, supporting you. With every step forward, you sink deeper into this calm. You're not escaping life. You're just setting it down, just for tonight. There's a stone path ahead, winding through the tall grass, smooth, gray, and warm from the sun that's just dipped behind the hills. You follow it with a quiet curiosity, like a cat who's just remembered it's a jungle animal. As you move, your shoulders fall away from your ears. Finally, your chest expands with breath, soft and unhurried. No one needs you right now. Nothing is broken. No decisions need making. There is only this moment and the next breath. Above, the first star twinkles into view. Maybe it's Vega, or maybe just an old satellite who's tired of orbiting and wants to be a poet. Either way, it's there for you, noticing you. You pause, letting your eyes wander across the deepening sky. There's a quiet pulse in the atmosphere tonight, a gentle pull inward, like the universe whispering, "Hey, come sit with me a while." So you do. You find a small stone bench at the path's edge, half covered in moss and slightly crooked in a way that feels intentional, like a knowing smile. You sit. Your spine lengthens. Your hands rest open in your lap, and there you breathe again. A full breath, like the kind you didn't even realize you'd forgotten how to take, in through your nose, out through your mouth, longer. Your breath is the doorway, the key, the whole house. Now, imagine something. Each breath out, you release a puff of static, tiny particles of old tension, like glittery crumbs of stress. Not dangerous, not dark, just no longer needed. Every breath in, you gather warmth, ease, a golden light that spreads behind your eyes and pools in your chest. And each breath out, there goes that one awkward meeting from Tuesday. There goes the vague anxiety from that email you haven't opened yet. There goes the lingering voice in your head that says, you didn't do enough today. You did. You're here. That is enough. As your breath slows, time loosens around you. The world feels quieter. Even the bugs have lowered their volume, whispering rather than buzzing. Somewhere in the distance, an owl clears its throat politely. You begin to feel your body from the inside out, the softness of your calves, the tender heaviness in your hands, the slight flutter in your chest. Not worry, not now. Just awareness. Just life. Do you know ancient Babylonians believed the heart wasn't just a beating organ, but a recorder, a little tape machine of the soul? They thought it captured your deeds, thoughts, even dreams, not in a judgy way, just storing them, like a cosmic playlist. Tonight, let that playlist play softly. Let the good tracks loop. Let the noise fade. Because your body is not a battlefield. It's a garden. And tonight, you're laying down your armor. The path ahead glows slightly. Not with neon or LEDs. This is no spa commercial. It glows like fireflies stitched it with thread. You step back onto it, lighter now, your mind quieter. The chatter softens to a murmur, then a hum, then nothing. You pass an old wooden gate, faded carvings along the edge, symbols of waves and wind and maybe a bear doing yoga. It's unclear, but it feels old, sacred. As you walk beneath it, you feel something shift inside you. Not dramatically, there's no sudden thunderclap or glowing aura, but there's a hush, a pause, as if the parts of you that have been running all day finally look up and realize they've arrived. A little further now, you pass a lantern, its flame dancing lazily. A sign next to it reads, "You are allowed to rest." Nice of the universe to post reminders. You smile, maybe for the first time all day. Somewhere nearby, water trickles. Maybe a stream, maybe a hidden fountain. The sound loops like a lullaby. There's a stretch of history that suggests Roman soldiers used to carry tiny charms, smooth river stones, to calm themselves before sleep. Not for luck, just for grounding, something to touch, something real. Tonight, the earth is your charm. You kneel for a moment and place your palm flat on the ground. It hums again, not with secrets, not with burdens, just presence. You belong here. No proving, no pushing, just being. You rise, and the path brings you to a clearing, wide, open, silent. A circular pool sits at the reflecting the now fully dark sky. The stars above you are mirrored below you. You sit at its edge. You breathe. Remember that star earlier? The maybe Vega one. It's still there, still watching, still patient. And now, so are you. No rush, no goal. You've begun. You've already let go more than you know. Your body knows the way from here. It always did. You just needed the silence to hear it again. The night deepens like ink swirling in water, slow and graceful. You're still at the edge of the mirrored pool, but now the water seems closer, like it's leaned in to hear your heartbeat. Or maybe it's just you, melting deeper into stillness, like butter on warm bread. You're softening, body, thoughts, breath. And it's perfect. No one teaches us how to listen to our own stillness. Not in school, not in meetings, not while scrolling past 10 ways to be more productive before sunrise. But here, in this quiet dark, you remember something. There's an entire temple inside of you. Not metaphorical walls, but an actual inner space built of rhythm, breath, and the quiet thud of being alive. You stand now and begin to walk again. Not far, just enough to follow a curve in the path. It leads you gently into a grove of trees, their tall trunks like columns, their leaves whispering things only the moon understands. And now, it really does feel like a temple. You step into it. Ceiling, stars, the walls, bark and breath, the floor, moss, soft enough to cradle your footsteps. You pause. A wind moves through the branches above, not cold, just cool enough to stir memory. You inhale, and it smells like cedar, lavender, and something familiar. Is that toast? You're dreaming of breakfast already. That's how relaxed you are. This grove is not just sacred, it's yours. In the center stands a circular platform, just a few inches high, stone smoothed by countless bare feet before yours. You step up onto it. You're not performing, you're remembering, you're tuning in. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Longer this time. You feel your ribs expand like bellows, not strained, but fluid. You hadn't realized how shallow your breathing had become lately, how much space you were denying yourself. Funny, isn't it? We live in these beautifully engineered bodies with lungs capable of stretching wide as song, and we forget. But not now. Now, your breath is the guide. Each inhale lights a candle inside your chest. Each exhale clears cobwebs. You start to feel an actual rhythm inside you, not just heartbeat, not just breath, but something older, a pulse of calm. They say ancient monks train their breath for years to slow the mind, to still the spirit. Some could slow their heartbeats to just a few per minute. It's debated whether they were entering altered states or simply falling asleep while sitting up. Historians still argue over that one. Regardless, you're there now, not trying, just being. You're floating on breath. And in this temple of air and silence, something begins to change. A low golden glow rises around the edge of the grove. No fire, no spotlight, just warmth, like a memory of sunlight filtered through leaves. It surrounds you, but doesn't demand anything. It's not here to heal you because you're broken. You're not. It's just here to remind you of the light already inside you. The warmth climbs into your limbs, your fingers unclench, your jaw releases, even your scalp sighs. You know that feeling when you laugh so hard you feel loose everywhere. This is its sleepy cousin. Something shifts in your awareness. You start to notice the tiny vibrations in your body. Not imagined, not mystical, just cellular. You are movement. Even now in stillness, you are electric. Biologists tell us every atom in your body is held together by vibrating forces. Micro vibrations. Every cell pulses. You, my sleepy friend, are basically a sentient dance party at a subatomic level. No wonder the universe feels so close tonight. The wind shifts again and carries a sound, soft, rhythmic, distant, like a chant, but not human. It's the trees, the stars, the night itself, murmuring their lullaby. You lie back now on the moss, arms open, chest to the sky. Your thoughts are fewer now, not because you pushed them away, but because you finally gave them permission to rest too. A small orb of light floats above you. Could be imagination, could be your subconscious sending a care package. It hove, then slowly lowers to your heart. As it sinks into your chest, your breath deepens without instruction. You don't have to do anything. You're already enough. The orb pulses once, bright, then soft, and with it, a memory rises. Someone once told you something kind. Maybe you didn't hear it then. Maybe you shrugged it off, but here it is now, fresh, glowing. Hey, it says, you're doing okay. And maybe that's all you needed, just a reminder. Your breath now flows so easily, it feels like waves on a beach, rising and falling, steady and whole. A rhythm without effort, in, pause, out. You hear a small giggle. It startles you gently, not frightening, just unexpected. You look up, A fox sits nearby, glowing slightly. It looks at you like it knows all your secrets and finds them endearing. Let go, it says, somehow, maybe through vibes or some ancient fox telepathy, just for tonight. You blink and the fox is gone, or maybe just hiding behind your heartbeat. You rise and continue walking through the grove. To name, the trees thin and the moss becomes sand, soft, warm sand. You look down and realize you're walking along the inner shore of your own spirit. Sounds dramatic, right? But really, it's just peaceful. The stars are bright now, so many, in fact, that you wonder how your brain's not exploding from the sheer quantity of it all. Did you know there are more stars in the observable universe than grains of sand on Earth? Somewhere around a septillion. Binks and Tinsit and Septerapting. One star winks, you wink back, obviously. As you continue walking, your breath remains steady. Your steps sync with it. You're in a walking meditation now, not on purpose, just naturally. Danita. You've tuned into the oldest rhythm, the one older than words. And it's here you remember something else. Positive vibrations aren't just fluffy phrases from crystal shops, though we love those too. They're real. They're measurable. Emotions carry frequencies. Joy hums higher. Gratitude radiates. Right now you're humming. You can't hear it, but the night can, and it leans in close to listen. You come across a small mirror resting in the sand. Not glass, more like polished obsidian. You kneel, look in. You see yourself, but not the tired version. Not the filtered version. You see the you that laughs fully, the one who sings in the shower, the one who tries again and again and again. You touch the surface, the image ripples, then settles. You rise. Ahead, a small archway glows. On it, enter with light. You already are. You step through, and the grove disappears behind you. Not vanished, just folded into your memory. Inside your chest, something has shifted. Lighter, softer, brighter. There's a hush as you step through the glowing archway. Not the silence of emptiness, but the kind of stillness that feels full. Like walking into a library after hours, or an old greenhouse before dawn. You can feel the quiet blooming around you. You're now walking along a garden path. It curves gently, and the air smells faintly sweet, like honeysuckle and fresh-baked bread. Or maybe that's your imagination mixing its favorite scents. Either way, it's comforting. You notice the soft crunch of gravel under your bare feet, rhythmic and satisfying, like a forgotten song playing only for you. The path leads into a vast, moonlit garden, and this isn't your average backyard vegetable patch. This place feels eternal. Rows upon rows of glowing plants, each pulsing gently with color. Some sway even though there's no breeze. Some lean toward you as you pass, as if curious about the visitor brave enough to walk barefoot through a dream. You stop beside a patch of silver-leafed flowers. They shimmer like stars caught in petals. A small wooden sign reads, "Gratitude." You smile. You reach out and gently touch one of the petals. A warmth flows into your palm, then into your chest, and suddenly you're remembering. That time, someone held the door open a little longer. That message from a friend just when you needed it. That moment, you laughed so hard your stomach hurt, and you weren't even embarrassed. These memories unfold like notes in a love letter from life itself. Not the big milestones, but the tiny kindnesses that often go unnoticed. Here, they bloom, and your body responds. Your cells recognize gratitude like an old friend. They light up. You feel the shift, not a rush, not a buzz, just a steady opening, like blinds being slowly drawn back to reveal sunlight. A garden of gratitude. That's what this is. And every step through it, you're planting something new. Did you know there are studies, real sciencey ones, that show how practicing gratitude rewires your brain, literally changes your neural pathways to favor joy, connection, and calm. Some even say it lowers inflammation in the body. Historians might argue whether the ancient Egyptians practiced gratitude journaling, but clearly they knew a thing or two about balance and beauty. You keep walking. The path glows a little underfoot now. Maybe it's lighting up for you, or maybe it's always done this, and most people just forget to look down. Next, you come to a field of sun-colored grass. Each blade glows gold, and the sound it makes in the wind is like a laugh turned into music. A small wooden bench waits nearby. You sit. The sky overhead is velvet black, dusted with stars. The moon watches, unblinking. You tilt your head back and let out a long breath. You are allowed to feel good. You are allowed to be grateful without guilt. Joy doesn't need justification. Above you, a meteor streaks across the sky, dramatic, like a diva doing a cartwheel. "Show off," you whisper, ears and winks back. As you sit there, you realize something strange. You haven't had a negative thought in a while. Not because you forced it away, but because gratitude has been gently sweeping the corners of your mind like a quiet housekeeper with magical slippers. The plants around you begin to hum. Yes, hum. It's low, barely there, but it matches your heartbeat. You realize this garden isn't just metaphor, it's you. Every patch of healing, every memory of kindness, every inch of ground reclaimed from past pain. All of it is part of your internal ecosystem. You reach down and scoop a handful of glowing soil. It warms your skin. Tiny flecks dance within it, old joys, small triumphs, people you forgot to thank but always meant to. You press the soil to your chest. You don't have to carry the past like a bag of rocks. You can plant it, let it grow something better. You rise, and the garden path leads you onward, into a grove of trees with trunks like spirals. Inside each one glows a different memory. One tree shows you as a child, laughing in a rainstorm. Another shows you dancing badly but proudly in your living room. A third shows you comforting someone you love without needing to be perfect. And the best part, you don't cringe, you don't turn away, you smile, because you finally see what all those versions of you were doing. Trying, loving, learning, growing, even the awkward ones, especially the awkward ones. You touch one of the trees, and its spiral glows brighter. Then, softly, the bark splits open, not violently, just like a curtain being pulled. And inside is a staircase made of light. You step onto it, curious, trusting. It doesn't feel like going up or down, just deeper. Each step takes you further into yourself, not into chaos or clutter, but into a place that feels earned, safe, real. At the bottom, or maybe the top, directions are fuzzy in dream space. You enter a round room. Its walls pulse with warm colors, reds, oranges, golds. In the center sits a chair. You approach it, and suddenly it feels familiar. This chair has held you before. It's the feeling of being comforted, of collapsing onto the couch after a long day, of being hugged by someone who doesn't need you to explain anything. You sit, and something beautiful happens. A reel begins to play, not visually, not loudly, just gently. A reel of good things, compliments you received and forgot to believe, moments when you were brave, even if no one saw, little wins, big efforts, quiet strength. You watch, you remember, you believe it now. A soft laugh bubbles up, not loud, just light. You've been carrying so much, haven't you? Trying so hard. But here, in this chair of memory, in this room of light, you can finally admit it. You are good. You are kind. You are enough. The garden doesn't lie, neither does the chair, and neither do you. You rise slowly. The reel fades, but its feeling lingers, like a warm patch of sunlight on the floor long after the clouds roll in. As you exit the chamber, the St. Gemin on an aircase melts back into tree roots. You're back in the garden. It waves goodbye with a gentle rustle. You continue walking. The path leads you through a small stone gate carved with one word, remember. And you do. Not everything, not every detail, just the most important part. You are still blooming, even now, even here, even in sleep. The stone gate fades behind you, its final whisper of remember echoing quietly as the night deepens around your body, like silk being laid over your shoulders. You're no longer walking, you're gliding. Each step feels effortless now, as if your feet have grown lighter with every layer of burden you've shed. And there, ahead, is water again. not the garden's reflecting pool from earlier. This is something older. A vast, moon-drenched lake stretches out before you, ringed by tall grasses and glowing stones, their light so faint it feels borrowed from the stars. The surface of the water is impossibly smooth, like the sky itself has lain down to sleep and left its reflection behind. You walk to the edge, and the grass parts for you like it knows your name. You kneel, cup your hands, lift the cool water and splash it onto your face. No alarm, no jolt, just a soft reset, like turning a page. This is a place of letting go, of washing away what never really belonged to you in the first place. You stand, breathing in the crisp scent of water and wet stone. Around the lake, small candle-like lights flicker from lanterns hanging low on wooden posts. They cast golden ripples across the surface. This is the lake of forgotten waters. Not because things disappear here, but because this is where pain becomes story, not identity. Where memory loses its sting. Where forgiveness is not a command but a current. You take a deep breath, and the air fills your lungs like a promise. You walk along the water's edge, the pebbles beneath your feet rounded and smooth. Each one feels like it holds a memory. And here they come. Not to attack, not to haunt, just to drift. One by one, soft and surprising, like postcards from your past. That moment when someone's words cut deeper than they should have. That mistake you kept replaying long after everyone else had moved on. That version of yourself you never made peace with. Each rises, floats, then dissolves into the lake without a sound. You walk, hatch. You breathe, plan. You don't chase them. You don't resist. You just allow. Do you know in ancient Japan, there were ceremonies where people would write their sorrows on paper and release them downriver on lanterns? Historians still debate whether the practice began as spiritual cleansing or practical grief management. Either way, it worked. And tonight, you are part of that tradition. Even without a lantern. You find a flat stone at your feet, smooth, wide enough to write on, if not with ink, then with intention. You pick it up, hold it to your heart, and whisper something you're ready to release. You don't have to say it out loud here. Your body already knows. And then you toss it gently into the water, not with anger, with reverence. Plunk. The ripples stretch wide. Then fade. And just like that, the weight leaves with it. You feel lighter. You are lighter. The path continues. You follow it until you find a small dock that reaches out into the lake. At the end of it waits a little rowboat tied with a ribbon of golden rope. You step in. It rocks just slightly, like a cradle, acknowledging your presence. No oars, just trust. The boat begins to glide, slow and smooth, cutting a path across the mirrored surface. You lie back against a cushioned bench, arms folded across your stomach. The sky above rolls on in silence. Stars blink. The moon hangs low, generous and round. You let out a breath you didn't even realize you were holding. Somewhere in the stillness, a voice, not external, not strange, but somehow you, says, "That hurt doesn't own you anymore." You nod, eyes half closed, and then the boat carries you further. Along the shore, figures appear, not ghosts, not threats, but versions of yourself. All the ones you thought you needed to forget. You see the version of you who tried and failed, the one who trusted too soon, the one who lashed out from pain, the one who apologized when they shouldn't have. They wave. They're not angry. They're not ashamed. They just want peace too. You wave back and sign. Something inside you unwinds. The boat turns slightly, bringing you closer to the center of the lake. Here, the water seems to glow from within. It pulses, not with power, but with peace. A school of fish swims just beneath the surface, glowing like fireflies. One of them flips its tail and disappears into the deep. You can't help but giggle softly. Even in healing, the world makes room for whimsy. At the center of the lake, the boat stops. No anchor, no reason. It just knows this is the place. You sit up, look down, and there, reflected not just in water, but in the very fabric of the night, is your face. But not tired, not masked, not worried. It's you as you were always meant to be. Radiant, held, whole. You place your palm over your heart and feel it. Not just a beat, but a rhythm, a return, a restoration. And then you feel the shift. It's not loud, not dramatic, but real. You've crossed something, not a finish line, not a border, just a threshold, the kind that only opens when you're finally ready to stop what was never meant to be permanent. You lean back again, The boat begins to return to shore, slow and unbothered, like a nap that knows it's being savored. And as you glide, a breeze brushes across your face. It smells of cedar, jasmine, and the future. You smile. Back on shore, the dock waits for you, like a friend holding out their hand. You step off and onto the path again. And behind you, the lake remains, quiet, accepting, endless. You'll return someday. But for now, you walk forward, healed, not erased, but transformed. You pass a small plaque carved into stone. It reads, "You are allowed to be free." And for the first time in a long while, you believe it. The path curls forward like a ribbon, soft beneath your feet. It leads you away from the lake, though even now you can feel its memory gently echoing inside you, like the ripples you made when you let go of that heavy stone. That memory doesn't pull anymore, it lifts. The terrain shifts once more. No more moss, no more pebbles. This new space is something between sky and earth, open, expansive. It feels like you're walking across a soft cloud made of silk and dusk. Above you, the stars are even brighter now, no longer pinholes, but vast, quiet companions hanging low enough to whisper to. And they do, not in words, but in presence. You continue onward until you find a small hill, gentle, round, crowned with flowers that seem to sway even when there's no wind. You ascend it slowly, your steps nearly silent. At the top is a circle of light, moonlight maybe, or something older. You step inside, and here it happens. Here you rise, not physically, not yet, but internally. Something unfurls. Your chest opens like a window. Your spine feels taller. Your heart feels charged, alive, awake in the gentlest possible way. This is where your radiant heart lives. You place both hands over it, and you feel it glowing, not just metaphorically. It feels warm, steady, stronger than it did before. And not because anything dramatic has changed, not because you fought or conquered, but because you've softened, you've let go. And in that surrender, your strength returned to you like a river returning to the sea. A thought arrives, uninvited but welcome. You don't have to earn peace by suffering. You never did. You can just be. Did you know that some ancient philosophers believed the heart wasn't just where emotions lived, but where memory and moral courage dwelled too? Aristotle described the heart as the seat of the soul's wisdom, not the brain, not the gut, the heart. They believed the radiant self lived in the chest because love, purpose, and awe all press from within when they're real. Maybe they were right. Maybe that warm flutter you feel now is your radiant self knocking gently on the inside of your ribs, like, hey, there you are. You smile. The wind picks up slightly, not to chill but to carry. It wraps around you like a shawl made of moonbeams. You tilt your head up, and the sky opens. A swirl of stars dances slowly above, forming shapes like constellations come to life. A bear, a tree, a spiral, wait, is that a cat wearing a crown? Yes, it is. You chuckle. The universe has jokes. But even in its cosmic humor, it's sending something real. A message that joy is not a break from the path. It is the path. Joy is a vibration, a frequency, and right now, your entire body is humming with it. You lower yourself gently to the ground, lying on your back, arms open, eyes full of stars. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and again. You think of the people you love. One by one, their faces pass across your inner screen. You don't cling, you don't analyze. You just let their light pass through you, leaving warmth in their wake. You think of the people you miss. You feel that ache, but not as a wound, more like a song you haven't heard in a while. Then you think of yourself, and for once, maybe the first time in a long time, you feel tenderness. Not criticism, not the usual fix this list, just kindness, a kind of inner smile. You realize the person you've been waiting to become is already here. Not perfect, not complete, but real and radiating. A tiny creature scurries past you, some glowing beetle that looks like it's late for a concert. You grin. It's all so strange, so beautiful, and so yours. You sit up. The circle of light around you begins to pulse gently, matching your breath, then your heartbeat, then something deeper, something older. The air thickens, not heavy, but full. You realize this is the moment the story turns inward. You're not being guided anymore. You're remembering your own way home. And as you rise to your feet, your radiant heart beats like drum, slow and steady, calling all the pieces of you back into alignment. You don't need to search for healing. You are healing. You are the ceremony, the sacred ground, the fire and the flame. You walk down the other side of the hill, and now everything glows. Not brightly, not like neon, but like embers, warm, living, enduring. Even the shadows feel soft. As you walk, you feel each step as a release. Step, freedom. Step, lightness. Step, joy. You're not the same person who stepped into this story an hour ago. That person was worthy too, but now you remember it. In the distance, a quiet house appears, small, wooden, with windows lit from within. Smoke drifts lazily from its chimney. It's not dramatic, not a palace, but it feels like home. You step inside, a fire crackles, a bed waits, soft, layered, safe. You crawl in and pull the covers over you, not to hide, but to rest. And the house, the stars, the trees, the waters, they all settle around you. You close your eyes, your radiant heart beats gently. You've arrived. You are loved. You are enough. You are free. And now, with your body relaxed and your mind at peace, let the rhythm of your breath guide you even deeper. Let your eyelids grow heavy. Let your limbs sink into the softness beneath you. There is nothing else you need to do, no one to impress, no more effort to make. You are completely safe, held by this moment, wrapped in warmth, stillness, and gentle understanding. Your radiant heart continues to pulse, quietly, a small, steady reminder that peace lives within you, always accessible, even when the world feels loud. With every breath, feel yourself floating, not away, but inward. Inward to the deepest, calmest part of yourself, a place untouched by worry, a place that glows with forgiveness, clarity, and calm. As the night deepens, the outside world fades. The noise, the expectations, the tightness in your chest, all of it has dissolved into starlight, and in its place, a soft hum, a spacious quiet. You're allowed to sleep now, truly, fully. The kind of sleep that repours you from the inside out. So, rest, my friend. Let the final image fade. A sky full of stars, a heart full of light, and the deep, quiet knowledge that you are whole. You are safe. You are home. Sleep well. Hello, my friend.